Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Rijkaard reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Barcelona finding their passes. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Off the post! Out for a throw. DiMarco. He's found a way through. This looks promising. Shot at goal! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Del Piero. Goes looking wide. Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. He won't be happy with that one. And it's DiMarco. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Deftly away. And the finish! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Del Piero. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. Chance! It's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's been... and again! And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
Barcelona with the corner, their first.
Is number 8, Dennis Law.
Referee's given a throw. Fernandez. Corner number 2 then. Big header! They've scored! 100 games of service, duly rewarded. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's in space and looking for options. Corner then. So will they make it count again? Terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Del Piero. Mbappe might just make this. That has ended up in no man's land. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Casillas comes out and deals with it. That's really well manoeuvred. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That has been cut short. Ferran Torres is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He shifted it to the flank. Rijkaard. Picked out brilliantly. Elects to cross. Bullish header! Oh, taken with style. And surely that does it. Perfect time. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Del Piero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Isco. He's the one with the magic feet, Peter. He's the kind of player who can change a game with a single touch, unlocking a defence or creating space to get a shot away. I'm assuming that he's been...
And the shot! It's their first effort on goal. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Soboslai. Chance, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Drogba is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Lowe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Isco, Cantona, Rooney. Oh, what a Drogba! Oh, that is rather wayward. Great defending, strong and determined. Belletti. So it is still 0-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. He steps in, and he's decided to go for it. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cantona, Isco driving forwards, and he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Rooney. Rooney! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sane picks it up out wide. He's got away. He can get that clear. Barcelona have got it back and a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have...
Cantona! Brilliant from Cantona! A finish right from the top draw! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that has added a whole new... He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Sané! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Carvajal. And that's another throw. Carvajal. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to get it away. And here's Sané. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
But they've got it again. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Camavinga is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So we've reached the hour mark. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Picked out brilliantly. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rooney. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Sané, and he's worked it through. Big chance! Tries a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Delivered in. Adams gets good distance on it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And that should get the job done. That has been slung wide. Cross in. Baresi can get it clear. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, a droll. Great vision. Goes for a shot! Goal! And what a climax we have here! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
It'll be a throw-in. Raul. Law. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Baresi. Tchouaméni. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And here's Sané. That is a brilliant interception. Belletti.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here. Shot could be on. Big chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And it's Camavinga. Can he get it through? Oh, and Owen! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Defending of the desperate variety. And the volley. Oh, that was no routine save.
Costa Curta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Baresi getting this one clear. And that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona has the chance to go the other way. He's one-on-one! He's away! Played into space. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta. Oh, that's a fine interception. Sané, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Out towards the flank. Sané. And he welcomes it in. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Owen. That has been slung wide. It's a promising position. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Messi applies the finish! Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Fired deep towards the back post. Raya claims it without any fuss.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, no joy this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho gets into a good position. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Neymar. That ball looks a good one. And this is Batistuta. Opts to play it back. Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a shade optimistic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Camavinga, who's set up one goal so far. That has not gone well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Batistuta.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's got away. Camavinga, Mateus, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Barcelona have been handed a game-changing chance. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Barcelona takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Mateus. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! DiMarco, now the cross. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, played right into his path. He's found a chance, surely! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He won't be happy with that one. Raul. Now it's Forlan. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this goes for a shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Germany are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Soboslai, Ferran Torres, Iniesta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Soboslai!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Forlan. Forlan. Fernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Soboslai. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7, Raul. Coming on the
There's
field
the start of the
is
second half.
Number 77.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nakata. Forlan. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. It's a loose ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Villa. Now it's Nakata. David Villa. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Big chance! Goal! Germany! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Germany take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is good alertness. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Germany nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Iniesta gets into a good position. And that's it. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just... Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals
Hello,
one more
everybody, and
time.
welcome to
A day
today's
for
match.
parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential...
There's the header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Tries to play it through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Del Piero. He's shifting through the gears here. Del Piero. Courtois gets it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Mateus. It's run loose here. Well, that has not gone well. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. Del Piero attempts a clearance. Has a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, it looked... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's come loose. And Del Piero! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Cruyff did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Courtois with the clearance. And here's Iniesta. And this is Del Piero. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. And it's Iniesta. Camavinga. And this is Del Piero. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. Oh! Oh, what a big... Iniesta! Thuram is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Shoots! Khan gets good distance on it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. Crosses it in here. And he shoots! It's a goal! Again, in a trice. And they are soaring! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
That's a really good execution, Pete.
And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
First 45, and we're well
Barcelona
on top.
are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution.
Here we go again. What a throw in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No way through. Now it's Villa, and this is Ronaldo. David Villa, and a chance! It's loose, in he goes again. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
David Villa, Barcelona with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Maldini. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta running with the ball. That's very neat. Gattuso with the slide tackle there. Now it's Villa. Son Heung-min. He's got away. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Caught offside that time. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's got the beating of his man. Son Heung-min. Plays a sharp little ball here. Iniesta has got himself a free kick. Barcelona are almost home and dry now. Now it's Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And he should have made it 4. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Added minutes have been indicated.
Chance! And he's lifted it over. Camavinga. And here's Del Piero. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Law taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
And give our boys a round of applause.
The end of the game.
Well done.
Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle and either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Can he get on the end of this? Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Tries to play it through. Played in by Danny Carvajal. Cleared away. He's a sharp little ball here.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's picked his way through. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking for options for movement. Pelé. Oh, no joy this time. Cannavaro getting this one clear. And here's Hullet. Oh, such a clever touch. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away. Maldini gets it away. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Dembele goes for a shot! They've scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
The lightness of... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Neymar. Number 13, Schneider.
And the second half gets underway.
Pedri. Coming
Barcelona
on the field,
really need to bring...
Goes for goal!
Number 8,
Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Cruyff brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Terrific! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Barcelona on the spot for parity. Wonderful save by Efootball. Lovely bit of skill. Another throw-in. And this is Hullet. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Dembele hurtling down that right flank. He is through here. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Look at the space here. And he's straight offside. Baresi. Carvajal. Carvajal just loves to go forward whenever he can. Hullet. He's having a hit! Hullet has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Wonderful save by Efootball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good steal. He just read it.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. I think... Hullet! Oh, what about that? He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's a... He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 27, Silvestre.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Number
Well,
2,
that's really winded the
Alexander
opposition. You
Arnold.
can see their manager
Number 18,
screaming on the touchline.
substitution
Oh no,
taking
what
place.
has happened here? Alexander-Arnold. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Foden really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Looking for the run. Now it's Foden. Raul. Foden picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it.
6 added minutes has been
Struck
indicated.
first time. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Gattuso. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Nice bit of trickery. Hangs in a cross. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that will be it. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Unlucky, lads.
The end of the
Let's hope
game.
for better luck next
Reflections?
time.
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you...
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
We have already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Hullet. He's gone for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedri, he's on a run down the left wing. He's through here. Roll, receives it in a wide position. Bullish header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Pelé. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's straight offside. Good effort from distance. Hullet has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Bale. Maldini does well to stand firm and defend it. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Liverpool have a free kick. And now they can clear their lines. Pedri with the slide tackle there. Oh, that's fabulous. Great, he's had a shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Brilliantly cut out. There's a look and place it forward. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. And that's gone loose. And this is Ronaldo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Casillas. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Liverpool trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Just off target. Ibrahimovic tries from distance. Cleared without complication. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that was very necessary. Now then, the ball's come loose. Araujo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal are level. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
75 minutes played. And it's Belletti.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a searching pass. And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
That is a brilliant interception. It's Rui Costa! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And this is Schneider. He's beaten the last man. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Schneider! Decent hit from there.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Thank you everyone for your support.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin...
Oh, what has happened here?
Might want to be careful there.
A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Another throw-in. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Batistuta. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Nicely aimed pass. And he's forced to go back.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
So, what can they come up with here? Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Maldini. Now he's off and running. Cruyff tries looking up for options on the left. Played into the middle. Goal! Barcelona! So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's got away. Now it's Pele. Pele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Darren Fletcher plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Barcelona really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Oh, what a mistake! Cruyff gets through on his own. And smartly reclaimed. Raul. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. And that's played in low.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. That's a good run down the left. Gattuso pulls off an exemplary piece. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
And he's had a hit! Oh, it's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming in his...
Has a shot! That is some save from Khan! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plays it across. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Law. And he welcomes it in. And Mateus. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. Costa Curta has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bullet. Number 18, Johan Cruyff. Number 3, Robertson. Coming on the field, number 23, Beckham. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 7.
Always going over the top.
Messi has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
And he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. And the ball is out of play. Foden. Now it's Szoboszlai. And he's there to make the challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Mbappe. Maldini eases him off the ball. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Mateus, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter.
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Szoboszlai claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
Against
the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's the throw. Barcelona have it back and can go again. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pelé. Now it's Messi. A heavy challenge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's had it nicked away. Nicely aimed pass. And trifed! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Big header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. He has found the way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. To further improve their position of comfort. Oh, super save by Livakovic. They want to be quick to recover this. Stood up well to him there.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That's a throw. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He won't be happy with that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. It's not an especially good pass, that. Isco, no, he refuses to take the bait. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Fletcher running with the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's away! Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He is through here! Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Pedri. Wriggles his way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly...
Ah, he's given it away! He's got away! Ambitious ball here. Now it's Villa. And that has left him in a heap. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending...
He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Del Piero.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Johan Cruyff. Number 13, Zerberto. Number 20, Messi. Number 10, Pele. Coming on the field.
Can he latch on to this?
Number 11,
He's in space and looking for options.
Number 7,
Looking to go deep.
Gullit.
Chance!
Number
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Number 47, Phil Foden.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Decent chance! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Nice control. Plays it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Foden! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's looking to win it for them. That's a cute ball. Beckham. It's an inviting looking ball, that. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
There will now be 30 minutes of extra time. Substitutions taking place.
Into extra time we go. Barcelona pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Pull it. He's tried one! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe, and he's a chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And now they can clear their lines. Maldini.
There will be one.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time, extra time.
With the honor of the blue
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Nicely shaped ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's going to be a booking. Oh, super ball! He's taking on the lot of them. Gullit, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Kirkchu. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Barcelona, moments now away from seeing this one out. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona certainly produced a lovely blend of flair and industry to earn a result that was fully merited for me.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always been impressed with Danny Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team.
Applies the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That is expertly dealt with. Gullit gets flagged offside. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, they could be caught out here. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto drives forward on the overlap. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's got away. Mbappe. And it's Bale. Bale hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Can he spark a counter here? Chips it through. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Zé Roberto going full steam ahead down the left flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found the way through. Great chance! Oh, the ball's always been caught, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Saliba with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. Picked out, and the shot!
Well, he's certain.
And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gattuso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Maldini cuts out the pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pele! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Good reason for optimism here. That has been knocked clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That's really well manoeuvred. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice control. Pinches it off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries a shot! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 6, Ibrahimovic. Coming on
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
It's roll! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Raul demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona go into the lead. Wan-Bissaka, very much a man of this moment. He's picked his way through. Half an hour gone in the second half. Messi. Now it's Foden. He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Pele. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's tried one! It's bounced back off the post. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Messi with a real chance here.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
Messi! He went for the curler. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Wan-Bissaka cuts it out, and it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, chance!
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Roberto tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedri, and the shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
And
So,
now,
Jim, how do you
please
reflect
turn
on what
towards
we've
the
seen?
screen
It was
for
a very
special
good game,
presentation
played in the right
featuring
spirit
our
with
guest
a fitting
performers
atmosphere,
today.
and I think football won this time.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already.
This is the time you need that pace.
Driving forward. And this is Hullet. De Roberto tries a cross. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shoots! Over to the left. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Messi. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. He has a look out. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Wan-Bissaka, a player who needs no introduction. Driving on and making good progress. That's beautifully weighted. And he's running through. Can he finish? He's scored! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Raul couldn't squeeze it through. Ferran Torres. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ferran Torres. Cross from Ferran Torres. He's going for goal! Oh, just over.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Wan-Bissaka looking to play him in. He's found a way through. Pelé. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mateus. Coming on the field.
So we're into the second 45.
Number 14, Soboslai.
Baresi. Zé Roberto. Searching pass he's played there. Carvajal kept his eye on it, and he's there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. And Messi! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Out towards the flank. Cross to the back post. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's beaten the last man. Decent chance! And the pass is intercepted. He has found the way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now somewhat off target. Wan-Bissaka. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shot could be on. And he's quick to get it clear again.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the ball's come loose here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now he's got space here. Caught offside that time. there's a probing ball. Roberto does well to get it back.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries to thread one through. That has not gone well. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And just
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win.
So the ground throws open its gates and embraces all comers, despite less than perfect conditions. A warm welcome to all of you on what is, in fact, a very, very cold night, and snow here will play its part in the match. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. If you could use just one word, Jim, to describe, say, Roberto, what would that be?
Intelligent. He can play in about 4 or 5 positions, Peter, and excel in all of them. Yeah, he's so effective when it comes to breaking up the play. Then he's got all that creativity he needs to trigger quick counters. So that's where I'd like to see him positioned.
Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And he's lifted it over.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. That's a risk. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Now it's Mbappe, looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! That's another chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages.
Here's a chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi, Raul, Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Might be danger here. It's run loose here, and it's Vitinha. Son Heung-min is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Pele! Son Heung-min. He's making a real surge on the left. Son Heung-min! That was superb goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min is offering a wry smile there.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Referee has just said play on. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's the chance to counter. Raul tries to play it through. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, that's bad chance! What a wonderful goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 added minutes has
So
been
we have
indicated.
our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. He's going for goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now there's a fine ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Messi. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Mbappe. That is lovely. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pelé.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The referee's awarded a free kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Spread out to the left. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Diogo Costa punts it upfield. Tries to pass it through. Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. That's a little off target. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Goes looking wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Please put your hands
Your
together,
final
everyone,
thoughts, Jim?
and give our
Well, the
boys
way
a
the
round of
manager
applause
has
for a
stormed down the
job well
tunnel
done.
lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.